Hey YouTube, it's your girl Coco and I'm back with another video. I know I am super late on this video, y'all, and I'm sorry. I just have a lot going on in my life right now. And good stuff though. A lot of good stuff going on in my life right now. And I'm trying to balance YouTube and TikTok. But of course, I am over on TikTok more because I get more inboxes and feedback and support from TikTok. So I try to be there more, but I'm trying to boost my YouTube up, get my story out there and help other people who may be going through what I'm going through. It's three things that I'm going to talk about today. Try not to talk y'all to death, but it may be a little long video, may not. I don't know. I never know how these videos gonna go. So, but yeah, I just left the dentist. I got my braces tightened, and I changed the color. I always get pink. That's my favorite color. But I got like a turquoise color this time, and it's cute. But yeah, y'all. So what we're gonna start off on is what I talked about on TikTok. I talked about how I see so many women, majority women, saying that they lost weight and that they did it the natural way. And I don't have a problem with that. I think where my issue comes in is when they say they didn't do it the easy way. Because when you're referring to gastric bypass, baby, there's nothing easy about that. See, I don't know much about the sleeve surgery. I did hear that the sleeve surgery is a way easier surgery. You can start eating almost a couple of weeks after you had the surgery. Like I've heard so many good things about the sleeve, but I didn't go into this even thinking about the sleeve. I knew I wanted the gastric bypass because I heard it was the most invasive, and now all of the stuff I heard that made you lose weight the most, I heard it coming from gastric bypass. So that's where I wanted to come from. And then my doctor also leaned more toward gastric bypass because I had really bad acid reflux, GERD, all that kind of stuff. So with gastric bypass, you don't go through that anymore. And with the sleeve, I heard that people have to go back and get the revision into the bypass because their heartburn is so bad. But anyway, I was scrolling TikTok, y'all, and I saw a lady. She was talking about her journey, and she was saying that she lost weight and she did it the natural way. She didn't take the easy way out. I'm assuming that a lot of people are just not educated on the gastric bypass. They just don't know a lot about it. So they think it's easy. I am 6 months into my process, my journey, and I can tell you from experience, there's absolutely nothing easy about this surgery. Absolutely not. Everything is hard. Everything about it is hard. It plays with my mental, and I'm gonna hit on that, but my emotions, my hormones, everything. I have been through everything these past 6 months, and when you've experienced what I've experienced, then hearing those words the easy way really bothers you. It may not bother anybody else, but it bothers me because I'm going through hell. And to hear somebody say that what I'm going through is easy, no ma'am. See, that's what we're not gonna do. I'm not mad at them. I'm wanting to educate. That's why I wanted to make this video. I'm wanting to educate people on this surgery because, bruh, yes, what you see is what I saw. Like I thought the same way that you may be thinking. I thought that this was an easy way out. I thought that I could get this surgery, eat less, and the weight will just fall off and I'll just be living my best life. But that is the complete opposite of what I'm going through. Everything I thought about the surgery is completely wrong. I'm not downplaying the surgery. I'm just being honest. The the easiest thing about this surgery was signing the paperwork and making the fun videos leading up to the process, and just getting to the hospital and seeing my doctors and my nurses, and it, because they're so sweet. I love them to death. That was the easy part. Putting the mask on my face, telling me to breathe, easy part. Right? But when I woke up, I'm gonna go all the way back. See, no, I'm not gonna do that yet, because that's basically telling my story, and I have to tell the story, so I don't want to do it twice. But I'm just gonna say this. Follow me. You don't even have to follow. But if you're thinking about getting this surgery, or if you've had your surgery the natural way, then I feel like you need to hear what I say. If you believe, only if you believe, that this surgery was the easy way out. And then I'm going to tell my story, and then I'm going to hit on something else that I've been getting inboxes about. So let's start from the beginning. I've always had issues with my weight. I've always been big. Well, from probably maybe 12 and up, maybe 11 and up. I don't know. I started gaining weight at a young age, but when I was smaller, like baby on up to probably around 8, 9, 10, I was small. I just started eating, I guess. I don't know. But from there on until I was an adult, I've always dealt with my weight. I've always had issues with weight. So y'all gotta forgive me if I'm just all over, if I'm looking everywhere, because I'm sitting in the car waiting on my wife, but it's people walking by and I'm trying to concentrate. But yeah, so I've always had issues with my weight, right? But I've also always been a person who always looked like, I've just always been a confident person when it came to myself. Like, I've never been one of those people who were down because they were big. I always felt like I was beautiful. I always carry myself a certain way, because when you're a certain size, they expect you to wear certain clothing, and fuck that. I wear what I want to wear then and now, and I've always been that person that's you're gonna turn your head when I walk in the room. I mean, that's just me. And not being conceited, I've just always been confident in myself. What you feel about me, or how you perceive me, or how you look at me, or what you think, doesn't really concern me. At the end of the day, my concern is myself. How I feel about myself, what I look in the mirror and I see. And sometimes I looked in the mirror and I think my highest weight, y'all, was 390 pounds. And I never ever saw that person. I never saw a 390 pound woman. So that could have been, the reason why I decided, because I had a friend who had the surgery way back. I think she said it's been like 6 years. And when she was telling me about it and saying that I should get it, I always said no, because I didn't feel like I was, I knew I was big. Come on now, I knew I was big, but I didn't think I needed that surgery. Like, what I need it for? Because, but, so, since I wasn't going to get it on my own, is how I look at it. God said, well, we're going to take you through some stuff, and, eating this and eating that and eating whatever I wanted to eat, however much of it I wanted to eat, caught up with me. I started to have issues with my gallbladder. I got pneumonia. I had blood clots in my left lung and in my left leg and my lungs. I had COVID. I was septic. I've been through a lot. So during that process, I think it was the gallbladder that got me to go and see this one particular doctor, and I was instantly turned off from him because he was one of those doctors. Y'all ever had a doctor where, if you're plus size, you ever had a doctor that just doesn't want to examine you? He just sees that you're big, and that's your problem. That's your problem. I told him that I was having pain in a certain spot. He touched right there. I didn't jump. I didn't feel the pain. I felt the pain, but when he pressed on me, I didn't feel anything. He told me that I needed to have the surgery. I needed to get the weight off of me. So at this point, I still wasn't convinced until he sent me over to Dr. Dada. Now, Dr. Dada is who ended up doing my surgery. He is an expert at dealing with plus size people. He only deals with big bodies. And when I went to him, y'all, I sat on this man's table, and this man reached over to me, and this man took his 2 fingers and he touched a part of my side. And when I tell you, I could have came up off of that table, I could have jumped, I could have screamed. I didn't know what to do. It hurt so bad. But this guy went and he touched it. He went right where the pain was, gallbladder. And he said, if you're hurting like that, then we got to get this out now. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and put your paperwork in. I'll see you in the morning. Meet me at the hospital, blah, blah, blah. Got my gallbladder out. Was doing okay. Then after that, I started experiencing knee issues. I've always had issues with my knees, but they started to get worse. Then I got COVID. Before COVID was COVID, before anybody knew what it was, I had pneumonia. I was septic. I was sick. I thought I was dying. And I just decided that if I don't do something about my life, then I'm not going to be here longer, because I'm 34, 35 years old during the time, and I feel like I'm still young going through this process, and I shouldn't be going through all of this. You know, like, I know everybody's life you go through, but I feel like at my age, I shouldn't be going through everything I'm going through. Not when it comes to weight, when I could do something about it, you know? And at this time, I knew, because I know me. I've been on every diet out there. You name it, I've been on it. I've tried it. So me, as knowing myself, I knew that I couldn't do it on my own. I couldn't, because I've tried it all. Nothing worked. I would lose weight. Yes, I would. But I would gain it all back because I was doing it all the wrong ways. I didn't look into getting a nutritionist. I didn't look into getting a personal trainer. I didn't make the steps I needed to make for myself. I would just try it on my own, fuck up, gain the weight back. That's what I did. So, talking to my doctor and him looking me in my eyes and telling me, you need to have this surgery. You do. Because you're such and such. I probably was 390 pounds then. Walking, y'all, was hard. Exercising was out of the question. It was a lot. So now we're here. And we're going to get gastric bypass surgery. And we get the surgery. And I'm thinking, okay, before I get the surgery, I'm excited, right? I'm going to go buy all of these protein shakes. And I'm going to go buy all of this pudding and applesauce and eggs. And then I'm going to just buy chicken breast, because I can have that. I'm going to go buy all of this stuff, and I'm going to load up on it, because this is all I'll be eating. I go load up. I get prepared. I make all these fucking TikTok videos, and I'm excited. I'm happy. And I'm ready to take on the world, because I know that when I get the surgery, everything's going to be so easy and the weight's just going to fall off. And I get the surgery. And I remember waking up. I remember just hitting on the part when the lady said the easy way out. The easiest thing about this process was, getting registered for it and all that stuff. Putting a mask on and the doctor saying, breathe, count down, breathe. Okay, and I'm going under and I wake up. I see my wife, I'm happy, I'm sore, I'm in pain. My doctor doesn't want me to leave. We have these little cups, these little clear cups. Taking sips of water, because of course you can't eat anything, but I'm taking sips of water. Doctor doesn't want me to go home until I get a certain amount of water in me. I will say, I went home a day early. I should have stayed my ass in there because I wasn't ready to go home, but I was ready to go home. So I went home a day early, got home, and cried. I'm not one of those people who rely or who want someone to do everything for me. I want to do it for myself. So that's something I've always had too. Being a bigger woman, my weight never made me not want to work or provide or go out and do stuff. I've always been that bigger girl who, I want to get out. I'm gonna find me a job and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And just because you can do it and I'm this size don't mean I can't do it, because I'm gonna do it too. So I've always been that type of person. And so not being able to do for myself, even though my wife is absolutely wonderful, I just like taking care of me. Nobody washes my ass like I do. Nobody washes my face or me like I do. Like, I just felt so helpless. And so, got the surgery. I'm home. I cried. I'm sore. I'm in pain. It's a pain like if you ever had the gallbladder removed. It's a pain similar to that, but it goes away probably in about a month. It gets easier in a month. The pain does, but 2 months you should be okay. And so now we're you have these different stages that you got to go through. Where my first stage was liquids, where I could have like Jello, liquids, water, Crystal Light, ice. Stage 2, I could have pure red food, mushy shit, like corned beef hash. Not saying that I could eat corned beef hash, but stuff like that, almost applesauce, mushy like that. That consistency, I could eat that. And then you move on to your foods, where they want you to start having your vegetables and your baked fish and your baked chicken, salmon, stuff like that. They want you to start introducing, because it's like your stomach is a newborn baby, and you have to start introducing it to certain foods to get it used to it. But me, when I introduced my stomach to liquids, we were great. But I still couldn't get in the liquids they told me I was supposed to be getting in. Like, I wasn't drinking enough for them. Well, what I was supposed to be drinking. Like, say I have this bottle. This is Crystal Light. But say I have this. They would want me to get in. Now, just getting home now. They would want me to get in 64 ounces. I think that's 2 bottles. And 2 or 3. They would want me 3. They would want me to get in 3 bottles a day of this. Doesn't seem like a lot, right? For a normal stomach, it's not. Before a new stomach, a baby stomach, yes, this is a whole lot. So I would, just about the amount that's gone out of here now, y'all can see it. This is probably about the amounts I was getting in me for weeks, right? So naturally, I made myself weak. I was dehydrated, so I had to go in the hospital. I had to get a PICC line. I know people who've been following my journey from the beginning, you guys remember the PICC line. I had to get a PICC line in, and I had to go to my doctor's office every couple of weeks to get, a couple of times a week to get the fluids in my arm, because I couldn't do it myself. So I had to keep going to the doctor for that. And then we started to talk about a feeding tube, because I still, once I got to the point where it was time to eat like regular food, I still couldn't do it. So when it was time for me to do it, so we talked about a feeding tube, and I told him I really didn't want to do that, because I'm tired at this point. Like, I'm aggravated, I'm tired, I'm weak, I don't want to keep going through this, but I know I have to push through. But at this point, I don't want any more surgeries, right? So even though it was an outpatient surgery, my outpatient surgeries never work out that way. I never go in to have a surgery and get to go home. No, I would have been there a couple of days. So I just wasn't feeling being in the hospital. You know, I had just recently got out. So he told me, I'm going to give you a certain amount of weeks to try to get some more stuff into you. If not, we're going to do the feeding tube. I pushed. I wasn't able to eat regular foods like he wanted me to, but I did get in. That's why I started the chicken chunks. I was able to start sucking on that, even though it made me feel horrible. It made me feel nauseous and sick to the point where I didn't want it, but I knew I had to push through. So I pushed through with that and like applesauce and stuff. So apparently I got through enough to where he stopped thinking about the feeding tube. But I'm at the point now where, say you have a chicken wing, like a regular sized chicken wing, right? Just a normal sized chicken wing, not the ones that look like they got air pumped in their ears. A regular chicken wing. I can take a bite of that. No, first the skin has to be removed. I cannot take or partake in any kind of skin. The skin has to be removed. And if I fry it, it has to be fried in olive oil or air fryer. And they can't be seasoned. Now, this is just my stomach. My food can't be seasoned. Dash, I saw somebody mention Dash. I cannot have Dash. Dash hurts my stomach. So I can take I'm at the point now in my stage, 6 months out, I can take like a piece of the chicken off of the wing, and I can chew it until it's almost pureed and swallow it. And that'll be good. That'll make me feel like I'm okay, like I don't need anything, but I'm okay. But you want to keep going until you feel like, okay. Based on your body, you should know when you're full. Like your stomach's going to give you that feeling that you don't need anything else. But you know, for an adult, you know that you need something else. So you just keep going and keep going as much as your stomach will allow you to have of that one piece of chicken wing until you just can't anymore. You know you can't. And then you have to wait 30 minutes before you take a sip of anything. Water, whatever you decide to drink. I just wish, now I am just only 6 months out. I'm just hoping that by the time I get to a year out, I'm able to eat a chicken wing and not second guess it. I'm able to go out and enjoy myself. Like, imagine y'all, like I can't live life like I want to, because everything, absolutely everything revolves around eating or drinking. We can make it not. But when you're out and you're say you're out with some friends and you're going to watch a movie, what do you want to do when you watch that movie? You want a snack, right? So, and when you're out and you're just, you say you go to the mall and you're just walking around the mall. Or maybe this is how I think. But everything involves eating. And I can't do that. So can you imagine how that plays on my mental? Mentally, I'm drained. I'm a different person. I see it. I was talking to somebody earlier, so I'm not sure if I mentioned this, because I was telling her the same thing, but I noticed with my anxiety that since I had the surgery, I'm more angry. I snap. That's why I've put myself in a box. And this is the third thing that I was going to hit on. If you have any questions about something that I didn't hit on as far as the surgery, please comment or send me an inbox on TikTok, however you want to do it, and ask me. I will answer you the best I can, y'all. I get so many questions and I try to respond to everybody, but it's hard, so just please bear with me. But if you I notice how my attitude is changing, and I don't want to explode on anybody. I don't want to put my what's the word I'm looking for? Like, all of my stuff, my bullshit. Sorry if that's too much, YouTube, but I don't want to put my stuff off on anybody, you know? So it's so many times where I feel like I need to vent, and I feel like I need to talk to somebody, but I find comfort in being in my box. Being in my box means this, y'all, because I have gotten so many text messages and messages about cutting people off. You're hearing it come from my mouth. I, Tiffany Rainey Dotson, I have not cut off a soul. I haven't cut anybody off. What I have done is put myself in a box. I'm very comfortable here. I do talk to people, but not friends like that. And that's because sometimes, and I just want to make sure I'm wording it right so I don't make anybody feel any type of way, but sometimes you know how you have certain friends for certain situations, and I don't have that, you know? And with my friends, I love them dearly. I do. But with venting, sometimes I don't want to hear everything's gonna be okay. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear just give it time. I don't want to hear, did you try this? Did you try that? Because I tried it all. Like, that's why I throw myself into TikTok, into YouTube, because I can talk to the camera and vent and cry and scream and not get anything back. You know, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need to talk and have nobody say anything back. Just listen to you. And I'm not saying that I don't have any friends that's willing to do that. I just feel comfortable being in my box, right? And so, no, I have not cut anybody off. I just put myself in this box for my own comfort, for my own protection, so that I'm not out here being a bitch to nobody, because I know what I'm capable of when I explode. So I don't want to do that to my friends. I love them, and they know who they are. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I do. But I just need time to come around all of this. It's a lot. And though you may see me on TikTok living my best life, TikTok is how long? TikTok is 60 seconds to 3 minutes. You know? What can you say about my 24-hour day off of my TikTok video? You can't look at my video and say, she's living her best life. I don't understand why she not talking to me, or I don't understand why she cut me off, because she always on TikTok, she always on YouTube, she do this, she do that, but she can't call me, she can't. Listen, it's not about you. It's not about you. This is about me. And I have to do what's best for me. Like I said, and I will say it again, I have not cut a soul off. I just put myself in a box. I love my friends dearly, but I just have to come around. And if you know me, then this is how I've been my entire life. I have to process shit on my own. You know, if I see a message from you and I see that you're genuinely concerned and you want to know what's going on with me, then I will let you know enough to know that I'm okay. But I do not feel like I should have to jump into getting details just because you asked me to. No. I am going through the worst thing I have ever been through in my entire life. The worst. Even though I may look a certain way on the outside, y'all have no fucking idea what I go through. And it's so much, and it's frustrating because when you should be able to go to your friends and you should be able to confide in them, and I have about 2 that I can go to right now, and that I know I haven't been talking to, I know I haven't been fucking with like that, but I know I have 2 off dick that I can call right now and it'll be right there. And it's nothing compared to that. I love y'all so fucking much, man. I do, from the bottom of my fucking heart. I do. I love y'all, and I will never be able to find friendships like that and they know who they are. I should not have to mention their names. I only have 2 that I can think of and that's just to be honest. I have 2, and I love them, and they're always here for me, and I have a lot of associates too, but y'all, I gotta squeeze back into the groove of things, and I'm gonna get there, and by the time I get there, I hope that you guys will still be there for me. If not, then I understand. You know, we all grown. You ain't gotta rock with me, I ain't gotta rock with you, but I will always love you, and just understand that I'm going through a process, and I gotta do what's best for me. So with that being said, I am at 31. That's crazy. I love y'all so much. I will be back later on to do another video. I just wanted to go ahead and squeeze this one out. But yes, I love y'all. If you haven't subscribed already, oh my God. Let's just say this. Thank y'all so much for the new subscribers. I think I went from like 40 something to like 90 something. I don't even know where I'm at right now on YouTube, but oh my God, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. It's crazy. The love on TikTok has been overwhelming. Like, it's crazy. But I put myself out there for y'all, and I hope y'all can understand that I'm genuine, I'm real, and that this is very real. I'm going to give you the raw, real truth from my experience. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support. Please subscribe, hit that bell button, and also the thumbs up if you like my video. I love y'all. See y'all later, and also see y'all on TikTok. I may be going live later on, so join me there. When you see that button that says Tiffany went live, Coco Hot 2 went live, come join me, talk to me. Love y'all. Bye. Mwah.